Then there he shall rest until the worms eat his stuffing. But for us, cake. That dreadful stuffed boar was thrown in the cellar of the old castle dungeon. I expect you'll find its ruins out in the battlefield somewhere. Nothing. He's rubbish, child. You want to dirty your hands with him? That's your business. I'd rather dirty these royal hands with nothing heavier than cheese frosting. In the Nostalgium, on the Count's land. I'm sure that wicked brother of mine keeps it there, and it will prove that I was always father's favorite.
Go on, Dicey!
You're burning daylight even, and I don't think I like what I see. Indeed we do. But you'd better. The boy is growing cold in here. Let's hope it's time you have, young even.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Yes, yes, this is the piece! And don't I look dashing? It was my pre-wig period, mind you, but well, wait a minute. We're all sitting in his lap, but that means Daddy loved us all equally? Ah, well, I suppose I did, even if the painting was a disappointment. Here, have this worthless thing, worth a fortune to a commoner like you, and I'll hardly notice its absence. And don't let anyone say the nobility isn't as kind as it is cake-filled.
With a memento of the Duke in her hands. Was one step closer to being able to trigger Nishka's memories of that fateful night.
Cards here.
Deals here. Get your deals here. wait! I've got cars to trade.
Deals here. Get your deals here. Everything. Almost everything. Look, I've got a great selection that you won't find anywhere else. Mainly because everywhere else has been destroyed by the war. It's bad for most, but it's great for me. I mean, it's great for you because of the deals. Oh, sure you do. And if you don't, you will eventually. Everyone comes to trade with me eventually. That's the beauty of war, kid. Everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone. You're darned right I am.
Life never goes the way you expect, does it? Hey, kid. You want to hear a story? Oh, good. You're showing an old soldier kindness, kid. There's a saying in Freetown, bad luck comes in threes. Well, it was right. I was there in the first battle, the first time the triplets fought. Right after the king died, it was savage. The triplets, I didn't hold anything back. It was as fierce and as destructive as the dice maker's own fury. And when it was over, well, that's just it, isn't it? It never ended. We're still fighting those same battles every day. And me, I'm just about out of fight. Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Everyone's looking for someone here. Me? I'm looking for my brother Henry. Lost him somewhere in the Duke's territory, or running away from the machines. I'm sure he's alive, though. I see him in my dreams, though he doesn't see me. Stay safe out there, kid.
You have? Describe him to me. That's just logical of him. Thank you. The more I know about him, the more I can build an accurate, predictive model of his behavior. You have? Describe him to me. Incredible! Thanks. All this information helps my strategies become even more unstoppable. Terrific!
Oh, Shmoo! You're back! You lovable little scamp! I should scold you. You had me worried to death! Oh, but I can't stay mad at that face. By the card makers, Count Shmoo the Third! You're back home with Daddy! You've done good here today, noble child. You've returned my Shmoo to me, which is just about the exact opposite of assassinating me. I'm forever in your debt. And now let me give you this finger. It's yours. I hope that, with it, you can uncover the truth of my father's murder. The crime scene! One of my servants found it there. It's been long since replaced by a battlefield, but go on! Take it. Carry it with pride.
Oi, Matty Dex here, card enthusiast and living store at your service. As bar wolf dir nicht hier boira del tafure der dulge. You want to trade your cards? I know you too.
I'm fine. I'm gonna die in battle soon, and I did feel bad about it. But now I feel fine about it. Nah, kid, I'm feeling no pain these days. They're all the same side in the end. Now, shoo! Shoo!
Been dealt a bad hand, have you? Ah, never mind. Trade it in for a new one with me, old Manny Dex.
Dicey, over there! Go on, Dicey! Go on, Dicey! There!
Got up my sleeve, in my chest, up my nose, up me, well, everywhere. Let's trade.
Welcome to Warriors Training! Way better than that calm breathing, fella! Let's begin by chugging a pint of Zupa juice! Ah, that's what I like to hear! Now that our thirst has been sated, let's carefully stretch things out! Warriors protect their joints! Ah! Now for axe trading! Swing wide. Imagine you're chopping down a tree. Imagine you're chopping down an enemy! Imagine you're chopping down a friend! You just murdered your friend with an axe! You're a warrior! warriors don't think, they war! That's why it's called Warrior! Now we're working on our battle cries! We need to scream so that our enemies know that we're here! So they can be afraid and they die of fear! Can you scream hard enough to make strangers die? Yes! Finally, let's focus on our motivation! Do warriors need motivation? No! Motivation is for actors! But they do need battle zone inspirations! So think of who you're fighting for. Is it glory? No! Is it one of the triplets? No! You're fighting for war! Because war needs warriors, and warriors need war! So every war you war yourself into is a new war for warriors! Have I said war enough that the word war no longer has any war meaning? War! War!
Even wondered what she'd been caught up in. Ooh, but at least she felt motivated.
That concludes Warriors Workout!
The Baroness lived atop Wildcard Hill, a training ground for war, and a home to warriors. It was not a place for children. But then again, thought even, what part of freedom was?
Well, well, color me impressed. Most interlopers find themselves dead long before this point. How did a child like you make it up here? A likely story. You must have just snuck past them. Blind chance. At ease, child. Well then, at ease even. Look at you. You're not even old enough to be a recruit. You're soft, aren't you? No, I suppose you're not. You're learning. But you are a long way from home. What can I do for you, even? Suddenly, I think, I found him too late. The murder weapon was still there, but someone took it and stashed it inside the head of his own personal giant robot. The robot's long since destroyed now. The Queen of All Random had it dismantled after my father died. I think she feared the old man, and that his murder came as a dark blessing to her rule. Ah, but you didn't hear that from me. Simple thing, really, but it requires complicated strategy. One or both of my brothers defeated our bodyguard and killed our father. I don't let that stand, soldier, so I fight. And when I win, they will pay for their transgressions. Not surprised. Nishka's damn tough. And if anyone could survive out there, it's her. She taught me how to win a fight, taught me how to never surrender, taught me the importance of duty. No, that would be a dereliction of duty. She wouldn't be happy to see me there, and neither would I. I respect us both too much for that. How is she, other than alive? Impossible! I am too busy waging and winning this war. A child coming here and asking for a gift? The sheer gall. But I admire the courage. Tell you what, even. I happen to own the mighty mechanical arm that once belonged to Nishka. If you can take it, it's yours. If not, it ought to remind her of her failure to protect my father. This arm, it's only the most heavily guarded item in my entire freedom. I like your spunk, even, so let me warn you. You will fail. You may even die. So do the smart thing and go back to whatever teapot shack you came from. Fight war, soldier. That's what leaders do. And great leaders, well, they win them. My brothers have been a blight on this land for too long. Ha! Me lose against a soft aesthete and a shrill maniac.